Hi everyone. I welcome you on one of the best platform in which you are going to practice driving tests for different Canadian states. And before starting the video, I would like to mention that don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon so that you will be notified for our upcoming videos. Thank you so much.
Hello guys, I am Itcham, and as all of you know that we have started a series of Canadian practice tests. So for this purpose we are working on driving test. So for this I will click on driving test, and then you will see this page showing different states of Canada. And now we are going to start Manitoba. So here you can see that we have eight different tests, and we will go through one by one. So for this, let's move forward and start with the Manitoba test rule 1. So welcome to your Manitoba driving practice learners test rule number 1. When I will click on the next button, then it will show me first question. So the first question is, left turns from one way into two-way streets should be made from. The right answer of this question is as close as possible to the left curb. So I will click on the second one. This is the right answer, and then we will move to the next question. So the second question is, you can make a right turn from the second lane out from the right curb if the road is blocked within what distance of the intersection. So the right answer of this question is 30 meter. So 30 meter is the first option, and I will click on the first one, and then we'll move to the next question. So the third question is, you may not make a U-turn on the approach to or near the crest of the hill unless you have a clear view of oncoming traffic for. The right answer of this question is 150 meter. So I will click on the first one, and then we'll move to the next question. Fourth question is, when you're making a left turn, you should begin it from. The right answer of this question is just to the right of the center line. So I will click on the second one, and then we'll move to the fifth question. The question is, wearing a seat belt decreases your chance of being killed in an accident by up to. The right answer of this question is 75%. So I will click on the third one. Next, when you are stopped at a stop sign, before you move off, you must check for and yield to. The right answer of this question is pedestrians. So I will click on the second option. Yeah, this is the right one. And next, the question is, which of these has the highest priority right of way at a roundabout? So the right answer of this question is pedestrians. So the first one is the right answer. Next, unless a U-turn traffic signal is present at an intersection, you should avoid making U-turns. The right answer of this question is in all these areas. So first one is the right answer. Next, you are turning left in a place where two lanes turn left. You should. The right answer of this question is stay in your lane as you turn. So looking like the first one is the right answer. Next, the 10th question is, outside of cities, towns, or villages, how far ahead of a lane changing or turning procedure should you signal? So the right answer is at least 150 meter. The next question is, you should not enter an intersection unless. The right answer of this question is your exit is clear. So I will click on the third one. Yeah, this is the right answer. And then next. The 12th question is, when approaching an intersection, you should be particularly aware of. The right answer of this question is all of these. So I will click on the third one. Next, it is only acceptable to change more than one lane at a time if. The right answer of this question is you can make a full shoulder check. So I will click on the second one. This is the right one. Then let's move to the next question. The question is, in town, you should signal a turn or lane change at least what distance before initiating the procedure? The right answer of this question is 30 meter. So I will click on the third one. This is the right one. Next, the 15th question of quiz 1 is, when operating the accelerator, your foot should be. The right answer of this question is flat on the pedal, heel on the floor. So I will click on the third one. Next, the question is, who will be penalized if a minor in a car is not properly secured with appropriate safety devices? The right answer of this question is driver. So I will click on the first one. This is the right answer, and then next. The 17th question is, on a roundabout, which of these vehicle has right of way? So the right answer of this question is the vehicle are ready on the roundabout. So I will click on the first one. This is the right answer, and let's move to the next question. Unless otherwise indicated, you can drive through a red light if the right answer of this question is turning left from a one-way street into another. So I will click on the second one, then next. The question is, when sitting off from a park position, the ideal position for your hand on the steering wheel is. The right answer of this question is 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So I will click on the next one. In the intermediate stage of qualifying as a Manitoba car driver, the license holder, if not accompanied by a qualified supervising driver, can carry how many passengers between midnight and 5 a.m.? The right answer of this question is 1. So I will click on the first one. Next. The question is, if a child weighs less than 80 pounds and is under 9 years of age, they must remain in a booster seat until they reach what height? The right answer of this question is 4 foot 9 inch. So I will click on the last one. Next. The third last question of Manitoba quiz number 1 is, in an automatic car, it can be useful to downshift for greater control when. The right answer of this question is going downhill. So I will click on the second one. This is the right answer. Next. So the second last question of Manitoba quiz number 1 is, if two vehicles stop at the same time at an intersection controlled by a four-way stop sign, who should yield? So the right answer of this question is the vehicle on the left. So I will click on the last one. Next. So the last question is, once you have a manual vehicle in motion, the clutch pedal should be. So the right answer of this question is fully disengaged. So I will click on the second one. So this is the right answer.
This is for your kind information that we are also providing PDF files with questions and answers. So if you need these questions and answers in PDF format, feel free to contact on our email mentioned in the description section. And we are also active on our social media pages. So you can also contact with us there for any type of help. Thank you. Congratulations everyone for your completing your first quiz of Manitoba state. So now we are going to move to the second quiz. So yeah, welcome to your Manitoba driving practice learners test rule number 2. So I will click on the next button. Here we go. The first question is, in ideal driving conditions, you should not pass a spot that has just been passed by the vehicle ahead until what time has elapsed? So the right answer of this question is 4 seconds. So I will click on the last one. This is the right answer. And then I will move to the second question. And the question is, under what circumstances does a train not have right to way at a railway crossing? So the right answer of this question is none. Next. The third question is, you are on a highway with a posted maximum speed limit of less than 80 km per hour. You see a fire truck ahead dealing with a vehicle fire. You can be fined if you pass at a speed of greater than. The right answer of this question is 40 km per hour. So I will click on the last one, and let's move to the next question. And the question is, unless otherwise posted, it is illegal to park within what distance of a nearest rail of a railway crossing? So the right answer of this question is 30 meters. So I will click on the third one. Next. Under what circumstances is it permitted to exceed the posted speed limit when making a pass? So the right answer of this question is never. So I will click on the first one. Next. The sixth question of quiz 2 is, you are joining a expressway where the traffic is traveling at 90 km per hour. You should try and adjust your speed to.
The right answer of this question is 90 kilometer per hour. Next, you are joining an expressway and you are not sure if you are going to have to slow down or stop. How should you warn the drivers behind? The right answer of this question is flash your brake lights. So I will click on the third one. Next, approaching a school bus from in front, if it has flashing light or otherwise warning device on, you must stop unless. The right answer of this question is there is a solid median divider between roads. So the right answer of this question is number fourth. Next, the question is you approach a school bus with flashing lights or other warning device until the signal is turned off or the bus moves away. You must remain stopped at least how far away? So the right answer of this question is 5 meters. So I will click on the third one. This is the right answer. And we will move to the 10th question. At an uncontrolled intersection, two cars are approaching. Which one must slow down? So the right answer of this question is both of them. Third one is the right answer. Next, you have just passed a truck. You should only move back into its lane when you can see what in your rear view mirror. So the right answer of this question is the whole of the cab. So I will click on the second one. Next, the 12th question of quiz number 2 is under what circumstances must you yield the right of way to a funeral procession? So the right answer of this question is in any circumstances. So I will click on the third one. Next, if you are driving behind a truck and can't see its side mirrors, you should. The right answer of this question is drop back. So I will click on the second option. Most probably it is right answer. And then next. The 14th question of quiz 2 is when stopping at a railway crossing in a non-restricted speed area, you should be at least how far from the nearest rail? So the right answer of this question is 15 meters. Next, why should you be particularly cautious about making sudden maneuvers in front of a transit bus? So the right answer of this question is because sudden stops could injure standing passengers. So the right answer of this question is the number third one. Next, when following other vehicles near railway crossings, you should be aware that it may be compulsory for which of these vehicles to stop, even if you can't see a train coming. So the right answer of this question is all of them. So I will click on the third one. Next, the 17th question of Manitoba quiz number 2 is when making a passing maneuvers, your last check should be. So the right answer of this question is that there are no oncoming vehicles. So I will click on the second one. Next, you may not make a pass in a school area within what time of the school opening or closing classes? So the right answer of this question is 15 minutes. The next question is what is the most common type of accidents at the entrance to expressway? So the right answer of this question is rear end collisions. So I will click on the second one. Next, the 20th question of quiz 2 is a transit bus is unloading passengers close to an intersection. Which of these is it illegal for you to do? So the right answer of this question is pull into the second lane and turn right. So the right answer is the third one. Next, the 21st question is the maximum speed limit in urban areas unless indicated otherwise is. The right answer of this question is 50 km per hour. So I will click on the second one. Next, the question is if the driver behind is following you too closely, what should you do? So the right answer of this question is slow down gradually. So I will click on the last one. Next, the third last question of quiz 2 is when exiting an expressway, you should maintain your expressway speed limit until. The right answer of this question is you are fully on the exit ramp. So I will click on the third one. Next, the second last question of quiz 2 is you are on a 3-lane one-way street in the middle lane. When an emergency vehicle with siren and lights on approaches from behind, you should. The right answer of this question is move to the nearest curb. So I will click on the first one. Next, The last question of quiz number 2 is, unless otherwise posted, what is the maximum speed limit in our rural areas? So the right answer of this question is 90 kilometer per hour. Yeah, this is the right answer.
One thing I would like to mention here that this is super important. Instead of just watching a video, practice these quizzes yourself on canadianpracticetest.com. To be honest, we built this website specially to educate our viewers and make this test easy for our audience. Thank you.
Congratulations on completing your second quiz. So now we will move to the third one, Manitoba test rule number 3. I will click on this one. Yeah, welcome to your Manitoba driving practice learners test rule number 3. So I will click on the next. So here we go. The first question of quiz number 3 is, it is illegal to drive without headlights during which times? The right answer of this question is half an hour before sunset to half an hour after sunrise. So I will click on the third one. This should be the right answer. Yeah, this is the correct one. Next, the second question is, when approaching a parallel parking stall, you should be approximately how far out from the other parked vehicles? So the right answer of this question is one car width. So I will click on the third one. This is the right answer. Then we will move to the third question. And the question is, a cyclist intending to stop may indicate this to you by, the right answer of this question is holding out their left arm, elbow pointing downwards. So I will click on second one. This is the right one. Next. The fourth question is, legally you must turn your headlights on when visibility is reduced to, the right answer of this question is 60 meters. So I will click on the second one. Next. The fifth question is, it is suggested that when driving alongside cyclists, you should give them how much space? So the right answer is at least 50 centimeters. So I will click on the first one. This is the correct one. Next. The question is, what is the closest distance you can legally park on the same side of the street as a fire hydrant? So the right answer of this question is 3 meters. So I will click on the third one. Next. It is illegal to park or stop within what distance of a crosswalk? So again, the right answer should be 3 meters. Yeah, this is the correct one. Next. In an area where the regularly posted speed is less than 80 km per hour, the maximum speed in a school zone can be as low as, the right answer of this question is 30 km per hour. So I will click on the second one. This is the correct one. Then we will move to the ninth question. You are on a highway outside a city, town, or village. When parking on a curve, you must ensure that your vehicle can be clearly seen from how far away in both directions. So the right answer of this question is 60 meters. So I will click on the fourth one. Next. Unless otherwise posted, you may not park within what distance of the driveway entrance to a fire station? So the right answer is 10 meters. The third one is the correct one. Next. When reversing, you should check. The right answer of this question is all of these. So the fourth one is the right one. Next. A pedestrian on the left sidewalk is clearly intending to cross the road you are on using a crosswalk. It is illegal not to stop for them unless, the right answer of this question is the road has a solid median divider. So looking like the fourth one is the right answer. This is the correct one. Next. If you are found driving while suspended, the vehicle you are operating with immediately be impounded for a minimum of how long? So the right answer of this question is 30 days. So the third one is the right answer. And we will move to the 14th question. Under what circumstances is it legal to park on a sidewalk? So the right answer of this question is none. So I will click on the third one. This is the correct one. Next. The 15th question is, in addition to your regular stoplights, you must have one functional center high mounted stoplights if your car was manufactured after. So the right answer of this question is 1986. Second one is the right one. Next. Which of these is the best time to check your tire pressures? So the right answer of this question is after your car has been sitting overnight. So I will click on the second one. Next. The 17th question of quiz number 3 is, where a pedestrian corridor is present, you may not park within what distance of it? So the right answer is 15 meters. Next. In which of these situations should you stay behind a cyclist instead of attempting to make a pass? So the right answer of this question is all of them. So I will click on the first one. This should be the right one. Yeah. Next. The 19th question of quiz number 3 is the turn signals at the front of your car must be either. The right answer is amber or white. So I will click on the first one. Next. The question is when parking facing uphill, your wheels should be. The right answer of this question is turned away from the curb. So I will click on the second one. This is the correct one. Next. The 21st question is when you see a cyclist coming toward you at night, you should. The right answer is dim your lights. So I will click on the second one. Next, at a school crosswalk, as well as stopping for children, you must legally stop for. The right answer is all pedestrians. So I will click on the third one and we will move to the third last question. And the third last question is when slowing down to parallel park, you should warn other vehicles behind you by. So the right answer is flashing your brake lights 3 times. So I will click on the last one. Next, the second last question is a blind person is at a crosswalk and raises their cane. What must you do? So the right answer of this question is stop to let them cross. So I will click on the third one. Next, the last question of quiz number 3 is if you are parking in an area with no curb facing up or downhill, your wheels should be. So the right answer of this question is turned slightly to the left. So I will click on the first one. Yeah, this is the right answer of the last question. Congratulations, you have completed the third quiz and now we are going to move to the fourth one. So I will click on the Manitoba test rule number 4. Welcome to your Manitoba driving practice learner test rule number 4. So let's move forward and click on next. Here we go. The first question is if you are involved in a collision that involves serious or fatal injury, you must report to the police. If you do not make a report at the scene within, the right answer of this question is 7 days. So I will click on the third one. Next, the second question of quiz number 4 is what is the maximum prison sentence for driving while suspended in Manitoba? So the right answer of this question is 5 years. So I will click on the second one. Next, the third question is the safety way of avoiding a charge of impaired driving is what? So the right answer is not drinking when driving. So looking like the first one is the right answer. Yeah, this is the correct one. Next, the fourth question is if your vehicle becomes disabled or is involved in an accident, you should place reflectorized sign and or flares if you have them and what distance in front and behind your vehicle. So the right answer of this question is 60 meters. So I will click on the second one. Next, the fifth question is if your blood alcohol concentration is between 0.05 and 0.08 and it is the third time this has occurred in a 10 years period, you will receive a mandatory license suspension of. So the right answer of this question is 30 days. Next, which of these legally prescribed drugs can still result in your being charged with driving while impaired, even if you have been given them by a doctor? So the right answer of this question is all of them. So I will click on the third one. Next, driving while suspended can incur fines of up to. The right answer of this question is $2,000. So I will click on the third one. Next, what percentage of traffic fatalities in Manitoba can be attributed to impaired drivers? So the right answer of this question is 50%. So I will click on the third one. Next, if a person is seriously wounded in an accident, you should apply direct pressure with a clean piece of materials over the wound unless it is. So the right answer of this question is a head injury. So I will click on the second one. This is the correct one. Next, the 10th question of quiz number 4 is if you have to attend a showcase hearing, a possible consequences could be. So the right answer of this question is any of these. So I will click on the last one. This is the right answer and we will move to the 11th question of quiz number 4. Refusal to supply a breath or blood sample to police when required to do so will see you moved how many points down the driver safety rating scale. So the right answer of this question is 5. So I will click on the last one. Next, what is the minimum ban you will receive if you found guilty under the Manitoba Criminal Code of driving with a blood alcohol concentration over zero point zero 0.08? So the right answer of this question is 1 year. So I will click on the first one. Next, if you drop down the Manitoba driving safety ratings, you are likely to end up paying more for. The right answer of this question is your insurance. So I will click on the last one. This is the correct one. Next, impaired driving in Manitoba can result in a prison sentence of up to. So the right answer is 5 years. So I will click on the third one. This should be the right answer. Yeah, this is the correct one. Then we will move to the 15th question of the quiz number 4. Novice drivers found with a blood alcohol concentration above zero will immediately receive. The right answer of this question is a 24-hour roadside suspension. So I will click on the first one. Next, which of these offenses will result in your driving privileges in Manitoba being suspended? So the right answer is all of them. So I am going to select the second one. Next, if you refuse to perform a physical coordination test when ordered to by police officers, you will immediately have your license suspended for. The right answer is 3 months. So I'm going to select the third one and then next. When there is dense fog or snow, the best thing to do with your headlights is to drive with them. The right answer is tipped. So I am going to select the first one. Next, to avoid a rollover, if you stray off the road, you should immediately do what? The right answer of this question is release the gas and steer slowly back to the road. So I'm going to select the first one. Next, if you injure or kill a domestic animal when driving and you remove it from the road, if you cannot discover the owner, you must report the incident to whom? So the right answer of this question is the clerk of the local municipality. So I am going to select the first one. Next, the 21st question of quiz number 4 of Manitoba is at night, you should never drive over the speed which would allow you to stop within the distance you can see in your headlights in normal conditions with high beams on. This will be the right answer of this question is 110 meters. So I'm going to select this last one. Next, a person found guilty of driving related offenses under the Manitoba Criminal Code will have a license suspension applied. The right answer of this question is from their 16th birthday. So I'm going to select the first one. Next, the third last question of quiz number 4 is you are driving at night and you see another vehicle approaching you. You should dim your headlights before you are within what distance of them? So the right answer of this question is 450 meters. So I'm going to select the last one. Next, the second last question is to your minimum following distance when driving on a gravel road should be. The right answer of this question is 6 seconds. So I'm going to select the third one. Next. So the last question of quiz number 4 of Manitoba is if you start to feel sleepy when driving, the best thing to do is. The right answer of this question is pull off the road and rest. So I'm going to select the second one. This is the correct one. So now we are done with the quiz number 4.